podcast today should simply read American Dream Shattered. As a housing crisis.
Yo, my status is iSTATUS. Check these brothers out, they're doing big things nowadays. Alright. Y'all, Cool and your boy Mr. Lift.
Yep.
iSTATUS clothing, we lounging.
Hell
we just cooled out at, you know what I'm saying, North Bowl out here in Philly. Had some good food, had some brews, had a conversation that covered a wide variety of topics, everything from marriage to sports to politics and all that. Now we're about to continue.
Affects more and more Americans. California resident Cheryl King had this.
I would just say, you know, born and raised in Boston, Mass, first and foremost. First generation Barbadian American, you know what I'm saying? God bless my moms and my pops who did everything that they could do within their power to give me the best education possible. You know what I'm saying? I'm just, you know, I'm a man out here who, you know, grew up listening to hip hop, you know, in what people refer to as the golden era, you know what I'm saying, when BDP was making noise, when Eric B and Rakim were making noise, Public Enemy, Ultramagnetic MCs, Cool G Rap, Chub Rock, all that. And you know, that De La Soul Tribe Called Quest, I mean, I gotta give them props too, man. And that music deeply impacted made a deep impact on my life. And you know, I started to manifest the music myself, and ultimately, man, you know, I think a lot of people know me as a cat that writes, you know, about politics a lot of the time, and that is true. But really, when it's all said and done, I hope that people say that, you know, that I'm a cat that can write about life. You know what I'm saying? Just like any topic in life. Like I said, we talked about a broad range of topics, and I feel like it's important to not only know politics, but to know, you know, because politics, they affect all of our lives in different ways, and I'm more of a social scientist in that I just want to understand what people are going through and be able to manifest it and bring it forth to hopefully provide some strength and some inspiration for those who listen, you know?
I feel lost. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I can't believe we just lost our home.
As the robe of the common man grows,
and I heard it today is just, you know, it applies to like the sensationalist culture we're living in, where it's like, you know, everything, I mean, you turn on CNN, it's just rapid fire. It's like disaster, you know, political disaster, economic crisis, housing crisis, hurricane, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, Russia and Georgia conflict. I mean, it's just coming at you at the speed of light. And also just our culture right now is so accelerated, so, you know, just the attention deficit disorder era, if you will, the attention span era. And I heard it today is just on some like, yo, you know, you heard that new Live shit? Yo, I heard it today. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'm hearing about these topics on the news, or you know, I hear about the crisis on Wall Street and the bailout program. Well, you know what? I'm writing about that. I'm not waiting to write about it, you know, next month or in 2 months or whatever. And I'm not just going to release it to the people in 2 months. You know, I wrote about that shit last night. You know what I'm saying? I sent the song off to my homeboy in Berlin, who's going to finish working on the beat. I sent that off this morning. You know what I'm saying? I'm expecting when I go home after this interview to have that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to release that shit like by like Wednesday next week. So I heard it today is on it like that. You know, it's talking about issues that greatly affect us as Americans and just as people on planet Earth, talking about it right now, creating a forum to discuss important issues. You know.
you're it.
And then basically what happened to me within a week, I lost my job.
I heard it.
You know, and I was still close to